There you are. I was beginning to think you'd gotten lost again. What took you so long? Actually, if you look at the time on your phone, you'll notice that it's exactly 3 minutes past when you said you'd be here. You're late. Punctuality is important. How many times do I have to tell you that? Yes, I realize that me telling you hasn't changed anything yet, but I'm holding out hope that someday it will. Maybe someday you'll finally learn to show up on time, or even, dare I say it, early. I know that's not likely, but I can still hope, even if it's illogical of me. You can stick your tongue out at me all you want. The statement still stands. Your punctuality leaves a lot to be desired. I know you didn't come here to be lectured. You came here because I asked you to come here. But how do you know that I didn't ask you to come here so I could lecture you? Because if that were the case, then in a roundabout way, you did come here to be lectured. No, as funny as it would be, I didn't tell you to come all the way over here just to scold you about your terrible punctuality, so there's no need for you to be leaving so soon. You're already here, and it would have been a waste of energy to come out here and go immediately back home. Well, I actually did invite you over because I wanted to talk to you, but I promise that it's nothing about how late you are to each and every movie night we have. Is that joke getting old yet? Should I stop using it? My bad. I guess I'm late on the uptake. Just like you're late with everything else. No response besides that weak jab to my ribs? Your silence along with your actions speak volumes. Your guilt grows more certain with each passing second. And still no defense besides pushing your elbow into my side? Where's a gavel? I'm the judge, jury, and executioner in your trial, and I've come to a final verdict. I proclaim that you are guilty of being late on several occasions, with the most egregious of offenses being today's incident. Ah, so you finally admit to your crimes. Good, as you should. But to answer your question, what makes your behavior so much worse than it would normally be is that today I wanted to talk to you about something. I know that it would have been easier to call you, but this is something I wanted to talk to you about in person. It's important, and I didn't want to risk any miscommunication that could have happened over the phone. Don't worry, there's no reason to look so scared. It's nothing bad. I promise you it's nothing bad. I'm not upset with you. Nothing bad happened. It's nothing like that. Yes, I promise. Now please calm down. You look like I've just told you I'm secretly an axe murderer. I hate seeing you so scared. Very funny, but no, I am not about to tell you that I am an axe murderer, nor am I about to tell you that you're my next victim, or that this tiny apartment is actually my slaughterhouse. However, I might tell you that I do have a blanket big and fluffy enough to strangle someone on my couch, but I plan on keeping that all to myself, so you don't have to suffer that kind of demise. Does that reassure you at all? Well, if you're still that nervous, then I guess I'll just rip the Band-Aid off as quickly as I can. Here, let's take a seat over on the couch. I promise the blanket will not attack unless I tell it to. Would you mind if I sat a bit closer to you? It feels awkward sitting this far away. Thank you. Why did you sit all the way on the other side of the couch? You never sit that far from me. Except for... No, you've never sat that far from me. Is something wrong? Oh yeah, I guess I did phrase it kind of ominously. I mean, someone saying that they need to talk to you about something important is kind of intimidating. I'm sorry, I guess I didn't really think it through, but I promise it's nothing bad. Yes, really. I'm telling the truth. Do you want me to just spit it out so you can quit worrying? Are you sure you want me to tell you? Really? You're sure? Absolutely positive? 100% certain? Okay, I'll tell you. You ready? Here goes. I know that you have feelings for me. Hey, wait, why do you look so scared? I mean, I know that you have feelings for me, like romantic feelings. Huh? No, I'm not joking. You have a crush on me. I know it for a fact. Because of everything, I guess? The way you act around me, talk to me, look at me. Anything and everything in your behavior when it comes to me, really. You just show me how you feel about me whenever we're together, and sometimes even when we're not together. Hey, wait, where are you going? No. Sorry, hey. I didn't mean to grab your arm so suddenly. But wait, why are you crying? Hey, no, don't look away from me. What's wrong? No, I can't let you go yet. You're crying and you're trying to leave, and I don't know why, and I need to know why. What happened? Did I do something wrong? Was it something I said? Please tell me. I want to make it right. I'm so sorry. Please, talk to me. What's going on? What did I say that hurt you? I did not mean to hurt you. Please tell me what I did. Do you really think? No, of course not. I'd never make fun of you for your feelings. You're my best friend. And also, it's fairly normal for people who are in close relationships to develop romantic feelings. It happens. It's common, I think. You're still upset. I've never been good at talking about emotions like this. Damn, I was hoping this wouldn't be such a mess. Can we just talk for a minute? I think I need to explain. Please, I promise I'll say everything. Every word I'm thinking and everything I know so I can figure out what's wrong. Thank you. Here, let's sit back down. This may take a while. Oh, you're sitting over there again. That's okay. I understand. Let me start explaining and we'll see how well I can explain everything. And then after that, you could do whatever you want to do with it and I won't stop you. And if you want to leave, then you can leave. And if you want to stay, then you can stay. Does that sound good? Okay. Thank you. So, where do I begin? Yeah, you're right. The beginning is probably the best place to start. Oh, I know you were joking, but for the intents and purposes of this conversation, I think that actually might be the best way to start. All right, so we've known each other for several years now, right? I mean, of course we have. I don't know why I said it like it was a question. We've known each other for longer than I can actually remember. I don't even know how we met. It was so long ago. That being said, I don't have any memories where you weren't part of my life. Even if you weren't directly involved in whatever memory I'm thinking about, I know that you were still a part of my life at that time, and still my close friend. As far back as I can possibly try to think, you've always been by my side, and I've been by yours. A matching set, the dynamic duo, an inseparable pair. That's who we've always been. And that's who we always liked being. At least, that's who I always liked being. The person whose name always came next to yours. Your best friend and partner in crime. And that's who I always wanted to be and who I am. But the other week, you skipped out on our movie night to go spend time with some of your friends that had come home for a while. Of course, I'm totally fine with that. They're your friends too. And I wanted you to go and have fun with them. I'd be a hypocrite to say I was mad, since I've done the same thing. There's always next week, and there was. We had our usual movie night the next week, and everything was normal. But that night, when you were out with them, I was just hanging out here, reorganizing my room since I had some spare time. But while I was reorganizing, I realized something. This is going to sound weird, but I don't have as much of your stuff here as I used to. It used to be impossible to look anywhere in my room without seeing something of yours. Jackets draped over my chair, spare chargers plugged into the wall, pencils scattered over the desk, hats left on my dresser. You used to be everywhere. There was literally no place in my room where I couldn't find something of yours. I couldn't even open my books without seeing some sticky note with a drawing you put there months ago. But when I was cleaning, I found hardly anything of yours. I found 2 pens, a pair of winter gloves that you hadn't worn since last year, and that's it. And it confused me because as long as I've known you, we've always left stuff at each other's places. And it really made me start to think about us. I started to think about if you liked being part of me like I'm part of you. If you liked how we're seen as sort of an extension of each other. People always joked that you couldn't talk about one of us without saying the other's name, and as we got older, that became an accurate statement. We were so close that it seemed like most people saw us as a unit, inseparable, always together. It made it hard to meet new people, especially ones that would want to enter a romantic relationship with either of us. They would always tell us that we were closer to each other than we could ever be to them. And honestly, they were always right. We couldn't be as close to them as we are to each other. And once they understood that was the truth, they left us. And that's why we've been single for so long. But once I remembered that, it seemed to click with the fact that you haven't been leaving your stuff here like you used to. I realized that you were trying to separate yourself from me because you wanted to make yourself more available to be in a relationship. I won't lie. Thinking about you trying to put some distance between us hurt. I even cried for a while. But I was still so confused. Who could you have possibly found that would make you want to be so much further from me? So I started to think about who we knew and how you acted around them to see if I could figure it out. I tried to remember if there was anyone who you seemed to flirt with. I looked through our texts to see if you'd mentioned someone else. I even tried asking some of our friends to see if you mentioned a crush to any of them. They all just gave me this funny look and said they hadn't heard anything, but I should ask you. Whatever that means. And when they said that, it gave me an idea. I started thinking about how you act around me. I mean, I'm the only one who you've changed your attitude toward. It's not like you started to hate me, but you were acting different. You seem almost shy and nervous around me, which is odd since we've known each other way too long to be awkward around each other. Unless, of course, something changed. That's when I realized you've been doing strange things too. You twitch whenever we accidentally brush against each other. I've seen you looking at me when we're hanging out, and you look at me for longer than you used to. You sit farther away from me than you used to, like you're scared of getting too close. And that's when everything fell into place. It just dawned on me. You have feelings for me. The reason you don't keep as much stuff over here as you used to is because you're trying to seem less like just a friend and more like someone who I would want to date. At the same time, you're also hoping that I don't notice your feelings because you're scared I'll reject you and that our friendship will never be the same. But I did, and now I know. And so now I can tell you that I have feelings for you. I have a crush on you too. Yes, I have feelings for you. That's what I said earlier, isn't it, when we first started talking about this? Huh? But I said that I knew you had feelings for me and that it was important. Did I really forget to say that I have feelings for you too? Oh my gosh. No wonder you got so scared. Ah, crap, I'm so sorry. I thought I had said it somewhere in there. My bad. Oh, I'm so stupid. Well, I think that I absolutely deserved those jabs from earlier for scaring you so much. Sorry again. Hey, I'm not that dense when it comes to realizing I have romantic feelings for someone, just because it happened the last few times. Okay, and a few more times. But that doesn't mean I'm bad at realizing I have a crush. Okay, fine. You're right. I'm a bit bad at picking up on my own emotions. But when it comes to how I feel about you, it's It's different when it comes to you. You've always been different. You're the exception to everything. When I'm thinking about you, it's like it's easier because I know you. I know who you are. And I know that you know who I am. And that makes everything clearer to me. It was easy when I started thinking about it. I like when you look at me, especially the way that you're looking at me right now. So softly, with those same eyes I love so much. It makes me feel so warm. And I want you to keep looking at me like that. And I want you to only look at me like that, with so much love in your eyes. When I thought about you looking at someone else like that, it made me feel horrible, like I was wilting. But when we spend time together, just us, and do whatever we want to do, it's the best time I've ever had. I love every second we spend together, even if it's a bad day. You just make everything better. Whenever we're together, I feel more like I'm my own person on my own. Whenever we're together, I feel like it's easier for me to be myself. You make it easier to be my own person. You make it easier for me to express all of who I am. And I adore that about you. And the way you used to be so close to me, I miss that. I want us to have that again. When you would fall asleep on my shoulder, or when you would hold my hand just for the fun of it, my heart would beat so much faster. But I never even realized that because I was too busy being caught up in you, and how comfortable you were with me, and how comfortable I was with you. It was like we were the only people in the world whenever we so much as poked each other so that we could whisper stupid jokes back and forth. Being so close to you all the time was heaven, and I miss it. There's so many different things I love about you, and I can't believe it took me this long to realize it. I feel like such a fool, because now I can see that this distance between us, that's keeping us from being more than friends, and I hate it. How can I hate something that I didn't even know was there until a couple weeks ago? But I do. I despise it, and I can't stand it anymore. I just want us to be more. I want to date you. I want to call you mine and have you do the same. I want to be the one who you hold and who you sleep next to and who you kiss whenever you want. I want us to be at each other's sides just like we always have been, but now I want us to be able to say, I love you. Because, well, I do love you with all of my heart, and that's not going to change anytime soon. Yeah, of course. I mean, I want to be a couple. That's all I want. And can we please be together? Romantically? That's great. That's perfect. I can't even. Wait. Can I kiss you? We can kiss, right? Now that we're a couple, like we can do all that with each other? I mean, only if you want to. Please, can I? Mm. Oh my gosh, that was our first kiss. Like, that was actually our first time kissing each other. We kissed. Can I have one more? Please. Mm. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You're amazing. Come here, sit next to me. Close. I want you close to me. It's been way too long since we've been this close. There we go. This is how close we should be. I hated it when you were so far from me. I never, ever want you to feel like I don't want you right next to me. Because that's where we belong. Together. Never think otherwise. I always want you with me. I want you all the time. I love you so much. I can't stand being without you. It's true. I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'm never gonna stop. Can you hold me tighter? Yeah, like that. Ah, it feels so good to be embraced by you. This just feels right, doesn't it? Us being together like this. We should have realized it sooner, huh? No, we can start the movie in a minute. Let's just hold each other like this. Just for a bit longer.